There's an effort in Seattle this weekend to help victims of human trafficking. The organizers are people in the Seattle beauty industry who want to make a difference, and one of them has already been doing some incredible work to help women in Cambodia. Joining me now is Matthew Fairfax from the Justice and Soul Foundation. Nice to have you here, Matthew.
Thank you.
So you started working in Cambodia. You now live there.
Yes.
Helping women there get out of human trafficking by learning these skills to be a hairstylist, right?
Correct.
Tell us how you got involved in that.
It was one of those, I own a hair salon here in town. Clients knew we did a lot of community outreach. One of my clients came in and said, would you consider coming to Cambodia to help us with reintegrating these women? And I said, no. Actually, I think I said, hell no, I'm not doing this. This is too... But I went out, I sat down and I had lunch with her, and after about 2.5 hours, I realized I had to get involved. I had to do something.
What's it been like to see these women's lives changed?
It's young women and young men. And surprisingly enough, trafficking impacts both, and it's been so powerful. It's sad because when we start dealing with the trauma, we start realizing that this is not a simple fix. It's not going to happen overnight. But I think it's took 2.5 years for our first group to graduate. Mm-hmm. And I have video of them graduating, and there's just this, I felt like a proud parent, like we finally did this, we saw this happen. So it's an amazing, it's got its ups and downs, and there's days I wonder what the heck I'm doing, and then days I feel so amazingly privileged to be able to do it.
It's incredible to think that you give them the tools to be able to do something with their lives, so they have an option. Yeah. Because for many of these women and men, they don't have an option.
They don't.
Right?
It's really, really challenging because you're struggling through trauma anyway, and then a lot of the options, what we did is we set up a self-sustaining model. So the idea is that we have a hair salon staffed by Western stylists. They're actually taking clients. We're charging a high enough price that will, within 3 years, should be paying for all the scholarships. But these students, they don't have opportunities like that. They usually end up in, making bracelets or sewing or something to that effect. And what we want to do is give them something they love doing, that they can be passionate, and they can work in a Western style salon to be able to make enough money that they won't be tempted to go back into what they know.
Tell us about the big fashion show this Saturday.
We got a great show. Every year we do a big FashionSoulstice, and it's our main fundraiser. We've got 11 different salons from around the Pacific Northwest. They've all put together anywhere from 6 to 8 models. They've done an amazing job of getting this ready, and it's out at the Linwood Convention Center Saturday, 6:30. Tickets are still available.
Perfect. Matthew Fairfax, thank you so much for sharing your story
Great,
and the work that you do. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Amazing story.